Hey everybody, I'm Miss Mariana, and I wanted to teach you the song Let Us Sing Together, which is a traditional round, and it's part of our curriculum that we're doing this month. And one of the things I want to talk to you about is what a round is. Rounds are songs that are sung from the beginning to the end, and you have different groups. You might have 2 groups, you might have 3 groups, you might have 4 groups. Well, when I was listening to this song and learning this song, I feel like this round is best in 3 groups. So if you'll see at the bottom of this video, I have a link where you can sing this round in 3 groups. I recorded myself singing it 3 times so that you can pick a group to sing with and go ahead and try singing a round. It is pretty tricky because what another group is singing, it is the same melody that you started singing, but it's at a different time. Let's learn the song first and then we'll talk more about it. So what I've done, and you can print this music off at home, is I've notated it for you so that you can see, start over here. You can see the first group and the notation for that there. The second, I shouldn't say group, I should say phrase. So this is going to be the first phrase of the song. This is the second phrase of the song. And then the third phrase of the song is longer. I have 2 lines on it. When we talk about music, we might talk about time signatures, rhythm, melody, and that might be, some of those concepts might be things that you don't know, but I'm just going to point out a couple of things with you before we teach this song. If you notice in the first phrase that I said, a phrase is a musical thought or idea. In this phrase, I'll kind of pan out so that you can see the whole thing. I have 4 measures. Measure 1, measure 2, measure 3, measure 4. A measure is the space between 2 bar lines. If you see those little bar lines right there, they divide the beats and the notes into measures. So when I was just giving you a glance at phrase 1 has 4 measures. Phrase 2 has 4 measures. And I showed you phrase 3 was longer. I'm going to let you guess. How many measures do you think phrase 3 would have? And it's 8. It's double the length of what phrase 1 and phrase 2 are. For that reason, a lot of places that you might listen to this round on the internet or find the music for, it might say that it's a 4-part round, which means you could divide the song up into 4 equal parts. And you can see that with 4 measures, 4 measures. We could divide this third phrase up into 2 different parts and have the top part as 1 and the bottom part as 1. But when I sing each phrase for you, I think you'll agree with me that the musical thought or idea, it doesn't stop at the end of this line. We don't have 4 phrases. We don't have 4 musical ideas. I feel like in this song, we have 3 musical ideas or 3 phrases. So that's how I'm going to teach it to you, and that's how I recorded it on my YouTube channel. But you are welcome to do it however you'd like. We're going to go ahead and start learning the song. So I'm going to show you phrase 1. Okay, I'm going to show you so you can see the whole thing at one time. All right, if you notice, when we start, we're starting on a relatively low note. This is low so. And I'm going to start on this note. Ooh, this is going to be my so. So that means do is right there. If you read music, you can tell that do is the note G. We are in the key of G. So I'm going to sing the phrase first, and then you can echo me. Let us sing together, let us sing together, one and all a joyous sound. Did you sing it with me or did you sing it by yourself? So this time let's do it one more time and let's sing it together. I'll sing and you sing. 1, 2, ready, go. Let us sing together. Let us sing together. One and all a joyous sound. That's phrase 1. Now we're moving on to phrase 2. We start higher. That note is mi. If we had do, re, mi. Let us sing together, one and all a joyous sound. Now, would you try it? Let's sing it together one more time. 1, 2, here we go. Let us sing together, one and all a joyous sound. I'm going to let you try it by yourself. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, now we're going to move on to the third phrase. Now remember how I said the musical thought or idea is longer. I'm going to sing it first. You notice we also start on a mi during this phrase as well. Let us sing again and again. Let us sing again and again. Let us sing again and again. One and all a joyous sound. Didn't you feel like that phrase would have sounded choppy if we had stopped right there? Another musical concept is the concept of motive and sequence. And we actually have that. As motive is a small section of melody. Let us sing again and again. A sequence is when you have that same melody, only starting on a different note. So if you notice, you start on mi, and then here we sing the same thing, only start on re, and we do it a third time on do. So we have a motive and a sequence 2 times. And if we stop that, it would feel like the phrase was incomplete. So if we sing the whole thing, it sounds like a complete phrase. So I hope that makes sense to you, how I explain that to you, how I feel like this song, instead of a 4-part round, I feel that it makes sense best as a 3-part round. So let's sing this third phrase together. Let us sing again and again. Let us sing again and again. Let us sing again and again. One and all a joyous sound. Now before we sing the whole song, I want to point out something to you. We end each phrase, one and all a joyous sound. Did you notice that phrase 2 ended that same way? One and all a joyous sound. And phrase 1 did the same thing. One and all a joyous sound. That's going to make it very interesting at the end of the round, after 3 different groups have gone through each section, it'll sound unison, which means together. So at the very end, when you listen to the video where I'm singing it in 3 groups, when you listen to the end, it sounds in unison. It sounds very pleasant that it's finishing all together. So we're going to sing the round all the way through from start to finish, okay? If you need to pause and go back and relearn each phrase, you can do that now. And then when you're ready, when you feel like you know each phrase, go ahead and start it back right here. And we'll start from the beginning and sing to the end. Okay, here we go. Let us sing together. Let us sing together. One and all a joyous sound. Let us sing together, one and all a joyous sound. Let us sing again and again. Let us sing again and again. Let us sing again and again. One and all a joyous sound. And that's the whole round. It's a very short melody, only 16 measures. And a round is when you have one group singing the song from start to finish. But then you have another group, maybe group 2, starts the song, the same song that group 1 is singing, only they're starting it at a different point. Let's say group 1 has started, let us sing together, let us sing together, one and all a joyous sound. And they go right into the phrase 2. Well, group 2 is going to start in phrase 1, while group 1 is singing phrase 2. So it sounds confusing, but if you watch the video that I'll link below, if you watch that video and you see how each square sings the song from start to finish, starting at a different time, and if you follow that, that's what a round is. Cannons are very similar. So why don't you watch that video and you can print off the music for yourself at home. I'll have that on my blog, and I'll put the link below for that as well. If you'd like to print it off and follow along with the music, you can do that. And sing it through with group 1, with the first square. Sing it all the way through. You'll notice that the first square also doesn't finish on the orange. As soon as group 1 finishes, it goes right back to phrase 1. It goes right back to the beginning again, and it finishes actually with the blue group, with phrase 2. Group 2, when group 2 is singing, we'll sing from the beginning to the end, and we'll go back to the beginning, and we'll finish at the end of phrase 1. The third group that starts will start at the beginning, and the time for that, they don't have time to go back and sing it again. They sing phrase 1, they sing phrase 2, and they finish with phrase 3. So I hope you'll sing along with me. Go to the link below and try practicing your round. I don't know if it's your first round. For my son, it is his first round. He is in first grade, and this is the first round that he has practiced singing. And we tried it at home, where we taught Daddy the song, and my son and his daddy were group 1, and I was going to be group 2. We just did it in 2 groups when we did it at home. And I told him, I said, okay, you're going to start, and when you start singing, you have to start and never stop. You have to keep going, keep singing the song. And I'm going to start singing it at a different time, but you can't let me mess you up. You have to keep going. So it was tricky for us the first time, but I hope that you'll try it with your family at home. Before we close, let's try singing the whole song again, from the beginning to the end. And I'm not going to use the music. Let's just sing it together. Ready, and here we sing. Let us sing together. Let us sing together. One and all a joyous sound. Let us sing together. One and all a joyous sound. Let us sing again and again. Let us sing again and again. Let us sing again and again. One and all a joyous sound. I hope you're making a joyous sound at home. Thank you so much for joining me.